Nick? I'd like to ride any of them to the top 6 in the betting just to have another go, to feel what it's like to ride in another go.
How would you ride Mick Fitzgerald?
I'd ride Native River. I think this race, look at the way they're coming out. This is going to be tight, they're going to go hard, and you need a stayer. He stays.
They're being called out for the Timoko Cheltenham Gold Cup of 2017. Your big race commentator is Richard Hoyles.
Thanks, Ed. Yes, T for 2 is just having to be led in by Chester Williams and is very much on edge. It's nervous times for Lizzie Kelly here and won't make the starter's job particularly easy either. They start halfway up the home straight, 2 fences and then 2 complete circuits, 22 in all. And the tempo can be like no other race with such quality on display. So the flag is raised, happy for them to approach, and they're taking what will be their final turn. And away they go. Crowd little so realise. Bristol the Ryan Native River lead Champagne West towards the first of the 22 fences in this year's Timoko Cheltenham Gold Cup. Bristol de Mai and Native River with a white face in the noseband. Champagne West and Jackadam as they rise at fence number 1. Held up in the early stages, the likes of Minella Rocco. T for 2 settled at the rear, and more of that is also towards the tail of the field. So Bristol de Mai and Native River come in and take fence number 2 alongside Champagne West. And T for 2's blundered and unseated the rider at the back of the field. Lizzie Kelly's Gold Cup dream lasted 2 fences. Crestfallen, I think it's just disappointment that's keeping her on her haunches. T for 2 gallops away okay, but Lizzie Kelly exits the scene at an early stage. So no fairy tale for 1. The other 12 still have their dreams burning as they turn towards the 3rd fence, moving away from the stands. Bristol de Mai out in front from Native River. Jackadam in the pink colours. Champagne West out wider in the pale blue. Irish Cavalier is in 5th place on the inside with Smad Place. Bristol de Mai gets a little bit close. Midfield for Q-Card in the blue colours with the sheepskin noseband. Sizing John with the red cap as they make their way towards the water jump. Still 3 deep for the lead. And Native River just spearheading that trio. Hops over the water. Head of Bristol de Mai and Champagne West. Jackadam races in 4th place. At Smad Place, Safia de Roer come next. Q-Card is settled in mid-division as they continue to work their way down the side of the racecourse and towards an open ditch. Sizing John took it just ahead of Q-Card. Then towards the inside is more of that. Outlander in the maroon and white. Minella Rocco and Irish Cavalier towards the rear of the field. And Bristol de Mai's just drifted back slightly. Irish Cavalier was slow there. Irish Cavalier is about 4 lengths off the back end as they turn towards the open ditch, just about at the highest point of the racecourse. Loose Horse just pestering the 2 leaders slightly. Champagne West jumps to the lead past Native River. Q-Card was a little bit clumsy there in midfield, but continues on perfectly safely as they continue to climb uphill. Champagne West, Native River now pulled to that one's outside, keeping an eye on the Loose Horse, who exits stage right, but seems to slightly take the eye of Native River there as they prepare to run downhill. So still a long way to go. Champagne West out in front for David Mullins. Native River in 2nd. Jackadam nice and relaxed in 3rd place. Bristol de Mai on the inside, sharing 4th place with Smad Place and Safia de Roer. The 3 greys just about together from Sizing John Q-Card. Outlander, more of that. Minella Rocco, and at the back of the field still is the grey Irish Cavalier. So now they're on the downhill run towards what will in a circuit's time be 3 from the finish. Champagne West leading Native River by a length or so. Jackadam racing in 3rd place. Bristol de Mai in 4th as they rise with Smad Place in 5th. Safia de Roer and Q-Card on the outside of Sizing John. More of that Outlander. Minella Rocco, and still at the back of the field is Irish Cavalier. So they're making their turn back towards home, still with over a circuit to go, but with a circuit under their belt. Champagne West by about a length or so from Native River racing in 2nd place. Jackadam in 3rd as they bunch up. Bristol de Mai, Sizing John racing quite keenly. A horse in yellow and green with the red cap. Q-Card is alongside him with more of that, and Outlander. The Champagne West leads them over the next fence. Irish Cavalier was awkward at the back of the field, but now we've got to more an even pace. Then most of the field are still travelling okay and well in touch. So Champagne West and Native River. Jackadam takes it in 3rd. Once again, Q-Card was just a bit scruffy in midfield. It's not the first slight error he has made as they turn out on their final circuit, encouraged by the roar of the crowd. Next time round will be the one that counts. Champagne West out in front. Native River in 2nd place, and the pace just beginning to lift slightly. Jackadam is in 3rd. Bristol de Mai in 4th as they turn away from the stands and move towards the first down the side. Smad Place in 5th with Sizing John, Q-Card, Safia de Roer, then Minella Rocco, On the outside of More of That, then Outlander as they take another plain one. Irish Cavalier's the one that's just toiling at the back of the field. So 9 fences to take in this year's Gold Cup. Champagne West and Native River continuing to force the pace as they race towards the water jump for the final time. Jackadam's been beautifully switched off throughout, just pops through on the inside in 3rd place, the pink colours, tracking the leaders. Smad Place out wider, Sapir de Reur widest of all. Bristol the Mai sizing John Q-Card in the blue colours as they take an open ditch 8 from the finish. And then More of That with Manila Rocco. Outlander just being asked at the rear of that group, and they've dropped Irish Cavalier. Fences coming up thick and fast, and Native River takes over in the Gold Cup. Native River from Champagne West in 2nd. Jackadam has moved off the rails. Ruby Walsh in 3rd place. Then Sizing John up the inside of Bristol the Mai and Smad Place. Sapir de Reur Q-Card. Manila Rocco trying to creep into it as they take the final open ditch. More of That and Outlander at the rear of the field, and Irish Cavalier has been pulled up. So approaching the business end now with 5 to take. Native River trying to turn the screw. Jackadam travelling up strongly on that horse's outside. Champagne West loses ground over that's passed by Bristol the Mai. Then Smad Place behind those Sizing John. Q-Card just trying to look for a position. Manila Rocco making ground on the inside. Then Outlander, More of That just struggling to keep tabs on the leaders at the moment, but is still in touch. Native River got in very close there as they took now the 4th last and run downhill. Jackadam looking Native River in the eye as they run downhill towards the 3rd last in the Gold Cup. Champagne West, Bristol the Mai. Q-Card is being ridden along, still tanking along is Sizing John, then Smad Place and Manila Rocco. This is 3 from the finish. Native River joined by Jackadam. Q-Card has gone. Q-Card has gone at exactly the same fence as 12 months ago. Jackadam on the outside of Native River, then Sizing John. Sapir de Reur, then behind these is Smad Place in 5th. Jackadam poised on the outside of Native River, who will try and run the finish out of his rival. Sizing John pulled to the outside, then Sapir de Reur. More of That staying on from a long way back at Bristol the Mai. 2 out in the Gold Cap. Jackadam got in very close, and now it's once again Sizing John on the near side. Native River, and it's Sizing John who sees his opportunity and goes to the front in the Gold Cup. Over in front, Sizing John. Jackadam trying to rally, then Native River behind these Manila Rocco and Sapir de Reur. Sizing John out in front. Jackadam trying to get back. Native River staying on, but not fast enough. And it is Sizing John who will win the Gold Cup. Sizing John won it tight 2nd. Manila Rocco stayed on strongly, and Native River then Jackadam. Sapir de Reur, More of That, Bristol the Mai. Smad Place, Champagne West, and Outlander is the last to finish. The 2nd last crucial. Jackadam had cruised through the race, but he got in close and it tilted the scales in favour of Sizing John, who seized the opportunity. Robbie Power and Jesse Harrington won the Gold Cup.
In a thriller. What a race that was. A first Gold Cup for Jesse Harrington. What a